I don't know if anybody's, you're probably recovering from the inauguration ball that you went to last night. Actually, this town used to be full of parties after the inauguration, and now there's none. I'm down on Pennsylvania Avenue, which is right behind me is the, hi Shelby, right behind me is the White House. It's just like a block and a half that way. Behind me, and this is a theater district in a way, and down this way you see the Capitol dome down the street there. Yeah, that's right down the street. And you see this big tower there, that's the Trump Hotel. I think there's a for sale sign on it. Actually, I think I heard they were trying to sell it for a few months now. It's funny, I thought they made a ton of dough having a hotel with to put up all their dignitaries and stuff like that and charge them. But it's the day after the inauguration, and it's a ghost town still, but you couldn't get here yesterday. And I think the district even closed all their restaurants for a while, but tomorrow they're going to open them back up and 25% capacity. That's all they're going to do, you know. But it's really, I mean, to live in this city, hi. Pardon? Great, it's fun. A couple of tourists. I mean, this is incredible. It's like a ghost town. You know, it's sort of like a disaster movie, the end of the world, or the beginning of the world, however you want to do it. But I got, you know, if you look at the video I just did before I went for my constitutional walk, I guess that's Constitution is a nice name for it. This is actually called Freedom Plaza here. It's a flat place, and a lot of skateboarders hang out here. See where those tents are? So they have a lot of outdoor activities down here, and that building there is one of our big national theaters, you know, as opposed to the Kennedy Center. But the last video I did about, it really is, you know, besides knowing where to apply and, you know, what's available, I mean, that's what I do a lot through Let's Go Help. But Let's Go Help is teaching me what people really don't know is what's required, even though you know you have the sources that, you know, I give you, or if you get them somewhere else or whatever, what's required. And I think that's the key to everything. It's not, you know, the digging and the research, that's a numbers game. But how you treat, what goes into it, and how you do it, because we're so used to doing internet now and stuff like that. And I boil it down to three things you need to get money and help to solve financial problems, because there's a lot of sources out there for free money and help. They're not guaranteed, but they're still there, and you have to try, and that's what's important. And these sources, what you need to use these sources is not, well, Google, that's important, but that's a small fraction of knowing these three things. One is using the phone, and not for a camera like this, but actually calling people. And that's one thing you'll see on the last video if you're not a Let's Go Help member. I put up one of the a review I just got from a Let's Go Help member about how he used the phone, and how it took, you know, 13 phone calls, you know, but every step of the way he describes what it takes. And without the phone, it wouldn't happen, until he found a government bureaucrat, after calling 8 times the same phone number, finally called him back, and then gave him her personal phone number, her personal ID, her personal email address, and said, I'll call you in 2 weeks when we get the money. So you would never find that going on Google. Someone who's going to, you know, they don't have the money yet, so you look online and they don't have it, but they're going to call you when it's available. That's how you get in front of the line. Also, he's been researching for 3 or 4 weeks. She gave him 2 other places that also have this money for him that he never knew about. So that's why you only get that kind of information by relating to people on the phone, not as a digit. on the internet, or a byte or a bit, whatever they call it now. I used to teach computer science back in the 70s when the first computers were coming into use, and explaining the difference between a bit and a byte and all that kind of stuff. That was part of my lesson plan. So anyway, so you have to use the phone. The other thing you need is perseverance. And that's what this fellow shows you, is how it took him, at least 13, 14 calls, and over 3 weeks to find this person, and having 3 more, and having a special access now to that person. That doesn't happen on the internet. That doesn't happen when you use Google. And that's why it's so important not to use Google, not to rely on that. It's so important to use the phone, and not to do videos like I am. So you have, because it's a people business. They're giving you out money for free. You're not paying. See, it's a different game than if you're calling a bank or whatever. They're making money off you. See, so they're nice to you. And they have to be nice to you to get paid. These people give out for free. They're overworked, whatever. So the third thing besides a phone and perseverance is nice. That's what you have to do, is be nice. Because people want to help nice people. They don't want to help mean suckers. Or they'll do the least amount, a minimum. But if you're nice and you treat them nice, then they want to do the extra for you. Like this woman, who's a bureaucrat, and she gave us her personal phone number, gave her personal email address, gave her other sources, that also have this money that he didn't know about it. See, they know this kind of stuff. You and I don't. They're in this business 24 hours a day, how many weeks, how many years, studying free sources of money to help people or whatever. So they know this better than any huckster like me or anybody else, particularly because most of this stuff is local. So you really have to find local people who are in this business all the time. And it's either a government office or a nonprofit organization. Because if they're not that, they're going to charge you money for this. And if you need money, it seems stupid to pay money to go get money, when you don't have to. And that's why what you do have to do is learn other skills. And that's the important thing, is learning these people skills. It's all a people business. I mean, how would you like to be treated? I know you get on hold, you make 8 calls, nobody calls you back, you get pissed off. My tax dollars pay your salary, and you better help me, you lazy bureaucrat. Yeah. That doesn't go a long way, So that's why, it's really trying to remember these 3 things about getting free money and other benefits that are available in our society. See, these benefits are there whether you use them or not. And that's what I used to use them, and people would pay me thousands and thousands of dollars to go and get this stuff for them, because they're rich, they don't care. But if you're not rich, you do care. And that's why I say, I don't want to help rich people anymore. They're no fun. Regardless, nothing works unless you kiss butt. You're right. Well, but how? It's not kissing butt. I mean, it's being nice, and what that does is instill niceness in the other person, to want to help you a little better. I mean, it's very selfish. Just like loving or helping other people is very selfish, because it feels so good. So it is, but to me, it's more using the system, and it's not, our reptilian instincts take over. And particularly if we have leaders who are mean and stuff like that, then we think we have to be mean to get anything. No. Maybe that does sometimes or whatever, and maybe if you're good at that. Hi. Good. So, and that works for them, but, you still don't want to be on the end of that. And it drives down, spirals down everybody's, initiative and kindness. I mean, what could be better than kindness? You want to give something to the world? Be kind. Right? So you're looking for help and you want people to be kind to you. So you got to be kind. That's what it's all about. This is, they're packing up. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Are we back? This is no, I think we lost a lot of people. So, okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. And oh, wait, we coming back or not? Yeah, maybe we're coming back. Okay. Oh yeah, so it'd take a few minutes more. I'm going up 14th Street. This is the National Press Building. This used to be a hot ticket because all the media was in this building behind me. The National Press Building is a block away from the White House. So, and that's where all, before the internet, it's ruled this town, you know. What is your mail address? Let's go free radio at Gmail. Hi. Let's go free radio at gmail.com. I want to see that there. But it's hard, you know, and that's another thing that I think stops us, is there's too many people, even like me or whatever, that try to give the impression it's easy. So then when it's not easy, then you stop, and that's what you need, is the perseverance. You know, so you're not going to get it if you think it's easy, because it's not going to be, and you're going to stop and they say he's wrong and I knew he was full of shit, or whatever you want to say, it's fine. So that's another thing, because our marketing and everything wants you to believe life is wonderful and it's easy and you have no problems as long as you give me money. And it's not that way at all. And that's the problem to me. Another thing is that people think they have to give somebody money to solve the problems. And that's another no-no. Maybe to get a vaccine or something. I mean, that there are times when that can be true. But there, are we back? You're live, yeah, okay. I guess so. It's your marketing. You're feeding. Hi, how are you? You're working against things like Google. It's free, but no, it's free because people pay Google to show you what they have to sell. So that's why you'll never see the free stuff, because they don't pay Google. So you're missing out on all the free help. So you have people, you know, our culture is spent on marketing to show you that everything's easy as long as you give them the money. And sources of information that say, yeah, you could solve all your problems if you give me money. And so you're stuck if you have no money. And that's terrible to me. We have to start training our society that they don't need all that stuff to solve problems, to get everything. It's going to be harder, yes, but it's not impossible. And it's hard even if you have the money. So spend a little more effort on the front end, finding free sources, and then you still have to do the work, whether you pay to get there or not, and to start working on the problems you need, whether it's education, training, money to do something, all these things. It's more a numbers game than anything, and it's putting in lots of effort. And that's why the perseverance, your phone, perseverance, and kind. Nice, be nice. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's not nice, right? And particularly want to help. Who wants to help somebody who's mean and not nice, right? You don't deserve me. So that's the important. So it's all those. It's not, and that's why finding the right source, which I spent a lifetime doing, that's really a numbers game. That's digging, that's research, that's investigating. To me, That's not the secret sauce. The secret sauce is how you treat people, how you use the phone, and being nice, and perseverance, realizing you're going to have, like the guy made 13 calls. If I said, oh, you're going to make 13 calls, see, what I'm hoping is that, okay, I know that's going to happen. Because if I tell you that it's easy, just call here and you get a check, and that's not going to happen, then you're going to say, see, it's full of crap. So that's why I want to encourage more people to understand what they're going to have to go through to get the help they need. And if you know that in the beginning, maybe it won't hurt as much when you have to put in the time. Everybody's got to do it. It's amazing what we do. I mean, I was in the war and stuff like that. I never thought I'd do stuff like that. You do what you have to do in life. If you don't think you have to do it and there's an easy way, you find that. So we all sort of do. Oh, here's Black Lives Matter a block away. I don't know if we could get in there. I'm going to go down this street to see if Black Lives Matter is working, or we could get in there. Ignore the people that may be frustrated and don't have the ability to assist you. Yeah, I mean, everybody can't, but it's how you are able to get the perseverance to get up and try again. And that's, I think, the most important thing. Nobody's got a magic in life. We're all struggling, just in different issues, because that's what life is about. And so that's why the more you struggle and the more you persevere with something, whether it's a struggle, the more you build up resilience, because then eventually you do find a way, or what you find is an alternative. And you didn't think of this way to do anything. That's the other thing about struggling and doing something. Sometimes we start on the wrong thing. We think we need $100,000 to start a business, and no, there's another way to do it. Doing it with somebody else. Who already has an audience that you could just sell that to, and things like that. There's always other ways. Forget to say, I forgot to ask. Oh, it looks like maybe I could walk up to Black Lives Matter. I mean, that's sort of like the hot spot. And there's still a lot of gates. I'm going to show you what I see here. See, we're maybe a block and a half from the White House, if that. I don't think I'll be able to get in there. It doesn't look that way. Maybe I'll go down here and see what I can. We go in there, Yeah. No. Nope, can't go that way. So yeah, that's I don't know anything. Well, this is all sort of construction. This is like a block away. At the end of this block is the Treasury, which is right next to the White House. Well, if you want to see more of all this, let's see if they kick us out of here. We okay? Yep. Thank you. Okay. See. Yeah, I'm doing. Hi, Andrea. Yeah. Good. Very busy. It's fun. And now with the. See, this is the day after the inauguration, and all the fences were up. Couldn't get anywhere. You could get almost everywhere. Probably can't get a ticket to Mar-a-Lago, but you get close to the White House. Looks like you get maybe a block to the White House. And it's such a different town. Boy, I've been here since after the military in the early 70s. And I used to run every morning. That's when I started running in the early 70s. And it was so inspiring to run around all these great buildings and everything. and now you can't even walk to the mall. I think the mall will be open again. It's so funny that 25,000 military came to town for the inauguration, and I don't think any of the bad guys showed up. So I guess, I don't know if that's over now or who knows, right? So we got to go on with our lives no matter what. Try to keep improving our own lot in life, and because if we improve, we're helping other people too improve. Okay, here's what the White House is behind that fence there. See, that's the Treasury building over there. This is an office building, and across from the White House. Yuck. Yeah. Well, I think that's enough of a tour today. Huh? The IRS lane. Yeah, they all struggle too. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Okay, there we go. Okay. We'll have to make a plan to come to visit someday. Nice. See you then, Elizabeth. Have fun. Go out for coffee.